So this is the plan. Now I know it looks a little boring, but hear me out. So first things first, the song inspiration is Mayflowers by Ashley Monroe. I know it's a weird choice, I know it's a deep cut, I know it's a song that wasn't a single and that nobody knows, but I love it. It's one of my favorite songs. It's off her Blade album, an older album. It's super underrated. I highly recommend you go listen to it. I'll link it below because I can't play it here because of copyright. YouTube doesn't like it. Don't get me in trouble, okay? And I want to do songs that I'm actually inspired by, that I actually really love. Maybe I'll discover something new. Probably a bad video model, but here we are. So again, we're going for like the vibe and the energy of the song, not like necessarily a literal translation. We're gonna turn that vibe and energy into a dress. So I wanted to do this like cami dress. I wanted it to be looser, not like form-fitting. And do a fringe on the bottom. I wanted to do it more on an angle, not necessarily the slit. I have this purple crushed velvet that I'm going to use. I wrote lavender. It's not really lavender, it's like lilac. Or light purple. And then do the fringe in purple as well, probably like a darker purple, kind of like contrast it a bit. And then, so I want to add flowers made of fabric going up the side, have them like 3D kind of, and do them in white and probably gold, and do like maybe gold beading or something on them. We will see. So yeah, let's see how I do. First things first, we gotta cut out our patterns. The pattern I'm using is one I got off Etsy randomly. It's called GG Patterns. Anyway, I'll link it below if you want to use it too. So I just sewed the sides together. Wasn't that interesting. Super easy pattern to use actually. So this is where we're at. She's basically all put together at this point. I added some straps. These are like temporary straps. I don't really like them. I have some ideas for something better. We'll see how it goes. So the next step is to add the fringe on the bottom. We got fringe. Where's the thing? I think we did pretty good on our color match. I kind of wanted it a bit darker. Just depends on the lighting, but yeah, I think it's gonna be all right. Now it's time to change the hem to it being on a more of an angle. I just marked out where I was gonna cut it and prayed a lot because I had no idea what I was doing. It actually surprisingly turned out okay. And then it was time to attach the fringe and sew it on. And then I just did some top stitching. So I've been having a bit of a problem doing like the top stitching for the fringe part because it's like pulling up fringe right there. It's like pulling up the things, the little fringy things. So I'm gonna try to tape it down, maybe, because I cannot go on like this anymore. It's like stop and start and stop and start. It's a little unruly, difficult. I still did it on the tape. I literally can't anymore. I'm almost done. It's just like, ugh. If you know why that was happening, please let me know, because... Just kidding, I finished it on the machine. So what I was thinking for the straps is take some of the fringe and like braid it badly. Okay, I'll do it better in like real life. What did I do? I swear I have braided before. What is happening? Alright then. I think something like that. Well, it's a new day. I brushed my hair. Sorry about that. But it is now time to make some flowers to make your dress pretty. So I got some of the flower inspiration from Flowers in My Garden, as well as this book. It has a little section of how to make fabric flowers, so I kind of worked off that a bit. But otherwise I just kind of figured it out as I went. So after a series of questionable experimentations, I have landed on this flower as what I will do. So to make the flowers, yes, I did draw them all out individually. I'm sure there was a faster way to do it. And then yes, I did cut them all out individually. Then we washed them to get the marker off because we don't want blue flowers. Then I just took some embroidery thread and I just split it in half, so it was 3 threads, not 6. And starting up the middle from the back, and I just went along every petal. This also helped give it some like texture and structure and made it a little more 3D because it was like pulling up like the petals a bit more to actually look like a flower. Then I just got some gold seed beads that I had forever for some reason, I don't know why. But now they've come in handy. And a beading needle because they don't fit otherwise through a normal sewing needle. And just started from the back and and then stuck them on. And there you go, we got our flowers. And now it's time to sew them on, and then we'll be done. So I've basically just been pinning them on as I go to get a placement idea for everything. I might add more once they're all sewn on and just seeing how it looks. Does part of me want to cover the entire thing with flowers? Yes. Should I? No. Don't have time for that. All right, let's sew these bad boys on. I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to put these on, but this has been working. So remember, I'm not a professional. Just figuring it out as I go. Also, this fringe will be the end of me, so annoying. All right, I think we're done. I feel like it's enough. I do kind of want to add more, but I really don't feel like making any more flowers. You know, sometimes you just need to let it go. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Just kidding, I added more flowers on. I felt like it needed it, just to fill it in a bit more. I also added some gold beads between the flowers at the bottom. I felt like it added some nice texture, and let's try it on and see how she looks. So yeah, I just styled the dress with some white cowboy boots. I feel like it fit the vibe. It's what it needed, you know, white cowboy boots. So yeah, I think the dress turned out pretty well. I feel like it suits the song pretty well. I really like how the flowers turned out, and honestly my favorite part is the fringe. The fringe is, you know, it's fun. It just feels fun to wear. Whatever that means, it just feels fun to wear. So obviously it didn't take me as long as the last video where I sewed on, did a top, completely made a sequence. So that was nice. That was a bonus. Things I would have done differently. I might have added interfacing to the flowers to make them a little more like stable, but I kind of like them kind of floppy. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope it inspired you to be a bit more creative and try something that you haven't tried before, just for the fun of it. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next video. Maybe. We'll see.